Hey, welcome. Thank y'all for joining us at this particular time. My name is Michael Styles. Also, everybody knows this is Michael Jackson. That's my real name. I'm here with a fabulous person that you will get to know just briefly, but I guarantee you if you join us on this journey with How I Got Over, the Docu-series, this is the creator, this is the man who had the vision given to him by God to put this together, a documentary of testimonies. This is Mr. Vincent Nixon. How you doing, Vince?
How you doing, brother? Good to see you.
Good to see you again. Man, it's been great being able to work with you guys.
Yes, sir.
And this endeavor of putting together this docu-series.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I want to ask you a question, though, because I know everybody's really wanting to know what pushed you or what motivated you to do this docu-series?
Well, you know, it's a combination of things. I think what it really started at was I was at my aunt's funeral, and the song "How I Got Over" inspired me somehow, some way. And what it was is that I was thinking in a way of, you know how there's a time between the time you were born to the time that you will pass on. It's that line in between, that dash that everybody doesn't even really know about. It's those things that God has inspired in you. And there's a time frame for everything. And I was thinking about it. Well, the story has to be told. God gave a testimony at a funeral. Well, why not give a testimony of life while somebody's still alive? Giving their flowers while they're still alive. So it's almost as if God just spoke to me at that particular time, is that somebody has a story that needs to be told. Somebody really, really needs to hear these things that are going to come out of your mouth and going to come out of others' mouth to touch others. Because we don't know what somebody's going to do, and it might be something that gets you through. My story might help you get over. Hence the word "how I got over."
Interesting. That's a great thing. I want to talk about the fact of the people that you've been able to pull in.
Yes, sir.
And to do this project. How have you seen that anything has made a difference or anything has taken off for them since they've done it? The reason I ask, because I know sometimes we have to find ourselves in a place of healing.
Yes, sir.
So would you say that not only has the project been able to put or give someone the ability to heal, but the person who's telling the story, have you yourself noticed that it's been any healing with him?
Oh, I'm glad you asked that question, because I'll tell you what. I could take Wanda McKinley in particular. She was the lady that first did the first interview for How I Got Over. And I can say that God touched her life to tell her story. And it just so happened that How I Got Over was looking for stories to be told. And it just all came into a matter of time, and she was so happy and so thankful to do it. It's just that things started taking off for her right after that. It's that time that God told her to tell a story, that she had been obedient to that. Now I see this lady, she's on radio, she's coming up on another TV series on TV. Matter of fact, she's been interviewed by a lot of more people because God used her and she was obedient. So yes, I've seen a lot of people being changed. I've seen some people actually just feel free, if you will. And, you know, and they get that story out. They were obedient in the spirit, and things just started happening for their lives. And you know, I was able to actually make some good solid relationship with some of these people as well. That's one thing.
That's great. That's great. Me being one of those people that we have a solid relationship.
Exactly.
And I'm not gonna lie. I greatly appreciate you even thinking about me to do this project.
Oh yes, you were good. You were good.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
One of the things I want to sit up and ask you, where do you see the project? Where do you see it going? Do you see it just stopping on this first one? Do you see it going further? Do you see it just staying local? Do you see it going worldwide? What is the and then on top of that, what is the effect or what is the impact that you believe or that you know that this will make on not just people but our society as a whole?
Well, the first thing, this is not just a one-time occurrence, because when God gives you something, there's going to be something that's going to happen. So I know for a fact that this is not the only season of this. It's just going to get better.
Okay.
And the young men that were able to actually, join us on this journey, the cameraman, the director, and all the people that actually just added to this, they're going to be touched as well, blessed as well. And matter of fact, we want to take this not only stateside, but we want to take this globally. So I do see this going somewhere other than just within Dallas. It's just that every project that God gives you has to have a starting point.
Right.
And that starts the process.
Okay.
But within the process, there must be progress. So this will progress and go to other states, other countries, I want to touch nations. And matter of fact, I know for a fact that it will touch nations, because the fact matter is you can never ever run out of testimony. Never. Somebody's always going to want to tell their story. Matter of fact, side note, since this project started, people actually have come up to me and at grocery stores and they just start, for some reason, start talking. They just start telling their stories, start opening up to me. So yes, this is going to be a global thing, because everybody that God has allowed you to go through something, you will open up the floodgates to tell the truth.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I believe that's a great thing that's going to get ready to take place. I had asked you the question about healing
Yes, sir.
a while ago, and I just plugged this in. It actually was a point that it actually gave me great healing.
Yes,
to
sir.
be able to share my story, because I made you aware of some of the things that were going
Yes, sir.
on.
Yes, sir.
But to be able to come out of the point that I was at, knowing that before we even got a chance to tell the story, I had been to the point where I wanted to kill myself.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes,
to be
sir.
able to see how God brought me up out of that, and to be able to share that point with somebody, because I know it may be somebody who's watching right now
Yes, sir.
that it will benefit them and let them know that they can still keep pushing, that they can still reach the pinnacle of success where God wants them to be.
Exactly.
So they have to keep moving. One of the things I want to ask you about,
Sir.
is if I was on the outside
Yes, sir.
and I wanted to be a part of this project,
Yes, sir.
what are some of the ways that I can actually be a part of this project?
Well, one of the ways that you can actually be part of the project, and I'm glad you said that too, is you've given some great points. Reach out, because first of all, we're going to go on the net. We're going to go on the GoFundMe accounts. We're going to do all these things as far as the Facebook account, Twitter, the YouTube. We're going to do all those things, and we're going to be asking specifically, what's your story? How did you get over? So the best thing to do is to reach out to us. Be willing and able vessel to be able to tell your story. Search your heart first and see what God says, because some stories are not to be told at this time. They're still being written. But
Correct,
search your
correct.
heart first, then reach out to us, because we're always looking for worthy testimonies. Now, what about worthy? It's those that want to be told by God.
Gotcha. Okay, so let's go ahead. Be more pointed with the question.
Yes, sir.
I love the answer that you
Yes,
gave,
sir. Yes, sir.
because that is a great way to be involved. But what if I wanted to get involved as far as I wanted to be able to contribute? Because I know there are costs that are out there when it comes to
Yes, sir.
putting together productions.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
we're
sir.
talking about production. I don't want to tell my story. but I still want to be a part of the project.
Oh yes.
So,
see,
and I noticed that you said about the GoFundMe account.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's talk about that real fast. Is there any specific things like, okay, say I wanted to sit up here and donate a certain amount of money, what are the things that I would be able to benefit from this? I mean, because we know, prime example.
Yes, sir.
Let me give a good example.
Yes, sir.
Okay, say I wanted to give $1,000.
Yes, sir.
So if I gave $1,000, what are some of the things that I would get for my $1,000? Would I be able to have my name as far as a group of the producers?
Oh.
Would I get a shirt?
Okay.
Would I get a DVD?
Yes.
Would I be able to attend the actual premiere
Yes.
of how I got over? So
Oh,
what are
yes.
some of the things? Can you fill us in on that?
Oh,
Show us
okay.
how we can
Well,
be a contributable part
okay.
of how I got over.
To be a contributor part of how I got over, it's planting the seeds. And if you decide to donate, we're going to make sure that you be in the audience for How I Got Over Live, which is taking place October 29th, 2015. We're going to make sure that when you reach out, that you get a ticket, even fund you with a shirt, even spot your name on the tally of people who gave and receive a seed back of thank you. And matter of fact, we're going to actually make sure you have a DVD copy of How I Got Over. Should you not be able to attend the live taping, we're going to make sure that we give a tribute to everybody that contributed to us.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now the funds,
Yes, sir.
how will they be used?
Well, I'm glad you said that too. God has set aside a certain amount of funding that we need. The funds will go towards the process of actually casting, actually equipment, actually location, actually going out and travel. There's a lot of things that go into these that people don't really understand. These things will actually go towards funding for other projects that we may have going on to contribute to the community, other things that we have going on as far as contribute to our churches. There's a lot of things that we're going to do as far as we want to take this worldwide, nationwide. We want to do more and more. So contributing this will be contributing to How I Got Over the movement, shall I say.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I know right now that you've been blessed
Yes, sir.
to utilize the Art Institute of Dallas.
Yes, sir.
Their
Yes, sir.
equipment, interns,
Yes, sir.
and such because you were alumni there. Correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so I noticed you said equipment.
Yes, sir.
If you would have to have your own equipment,
Mhm.
what would you be looking at?
Our target goal is $64,000 for everything, as far as equipment is concerned, as far as locations is concerned, as far as casting and food costs and those things that we need as far as equipment, as far as memory card, things of that sort. Our target is $64,000.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I know soon you'll have the site ready so
Yes,
people
sir.
will be able to contribute.
Yes, sir.
So what we want to do,
Yes, sir.
just let everybody know, look into the camera,
Yes, sir.
let everybody know how they can get in contact with you,
Yes, sir.
how they can contribute, because you said about a GoFundMe account.
Yes, sir.
So that will be up and running soon.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay. Now, as far as the GoFundMe account, if you want to contribute to the How I Got Over movement, which is a great movement to invest in, we're going to go on GoFundMe account. May 1st will be the dropping of everything, the trailer, the GoFundMe account, and everything is associated with this movement. It will be the Facebook, contact on Facebook, we got How I Got Over Facebook, How I Got Media Network on Facebook. How I Got Over is the Gmail account at gmail2.com. Also, we have a Hygo Media Twitter account as well. Also, we will be on YouTube pretty soon. The trailer, which is dropping on May 1st as well. Leave your comments on YouTube. And also, anytime else, you can get in touch with me personally, as well as Michael, if need be, who is our casting director, and we just go from there. Possibly we need to take in everything as far as money, as far as prayer, anything that you can contribute to this movement. We'd be thankful and appreciative of that, sir. Amen.
Okay, so let me just talk to our audience. We want to thank you for indulging us as we've been able to bring this to you and let you know exactly what How I Got Over is about. It is a series of testimonies that are given by everyday people, Christian entrepreneurs, Christian entertainers, Christian designers, just everyday people who walk of life. This is a series that will be continuing to go on. The first one is called How I Got Over, Out From Behind the Mask. And that's what it is. Many times we walk in society and we have a mask that people cannot see behind because we want to give a certain facade that we're always happy that everything is all right. We give the facade of having the public victory, but we have private struggles. So for the first time, you're allowed to come into our lives and see what our private struggles is, because we want to be able to help you understand exactly how I got over. But now the how I got over is how you can get over. So we have to really want you to understand what's really going on with that. We want to help somebody. Now, I really say, to be a part of this project, to know that you are helping people out there in our community, in the world, contribute to the GoFundMe account. Contact us. And matter of fact, I'm going to tell you what you can do. Hashtag How I Got Over. If you have a story that you want us to know about, hashtag How I Got Over or hashtag Hygo Media Network. We will get in contact with you. We will give you a platform to be able to tell your story, and we will get it out there. We really need, and I'm not going to lie, we need the help, because we want to really help people. We want your assistance. We want you to be a part of this project. So go to the GoFundMe account. GoFundMe allows you to give $5 and above. No matter what you give, if you're giving from the heart, trust me, we know that God will definitely bless you on this. Be a part of this inspirational project as we inspire not only locally, not only statewide, but we inspire nationally and globally as we touch the lives of others. All right, we're going to sign off. We thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.